Alright guys, in today's video, we're going to show off our entire Halloween tabletop collection. And just so you know, we're making this video for the main reason of thanking the almost 3,000 subscribers that we are now at. It's been a great journey, and I appreciate everybody who subscribed. While you're thinking about it right now, if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and join the team. We'd like to get to 100,000 subscribers in the next couple of years, and we're going to need all of your help. With that being said, Mikey, you ready to make this video?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Don't forget to subscribe.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to start out right here. This is the Candy Bowl Witch. We actually picked this up at Home Depot. I believe it was maybe around 2015, 2016, 2017, somewhere in there. This was our first animated prop. Mikey was young and he started really getting into animatronics and spirit and all that good stuff. We didn't want to go out and spend $200 on an animatronic if we weren't going to spend a lot of time with it. So we found this witch. So we're going to go ahead and demo her now. Mikey, if you go ahead and turn her on for me. All right, that was the Candy Bowl Witch. Mikey, if you want to go ahead and grab the next one. Yeah, the one issue that we have with her over the years is she just doesn't kind of pull forward. She's supposed to kind of reach at you and grab at you as you kind of reach into the bowl. But other than that, she's actually pretty cool. She is just kind of a much smaller version of the 3-foot witch they would have had back at Home Depot at the time. A lot of the same sayings. I've actually seen animatronics since have some of the same exact sayings. Mikey, what do we got next for me?
Peekaboo Skeleton doll.
All right, let's go ahead and let's test her out. Just picked her up at Halloween City. We've had her for less than 3 or 4 days. Basically, she is a Peekaboo Penny knockoff with the same exact saying. Mikey loves Peekaboo Penny, and sometimes those older animatronics are kind of hard to get to nowadays. But yeah, we definitely had to purchase her once we found her, so we went ahead and decided to pick her up. All right, Mikey, who do you got next for us?
The Reaper head. All
right, so this right here is a Reaper. So you can actually find him. We found him at Walmart last year, but while we were in Halloween City, we just visited last week, we actually found him there as well. So he can actually be purchased now at Halloween City in 2022. All right, let's go ahead and test him out.
Oh, you look like death, and that says a lot coming from me. All right, move along. No candy to be found here.
Actually really cool.
It's all mine.
Seems very realistic when he speaks. It's actually pretty cool. His head movements overall, just depends on how you hang him. The cover over his face gets a little wide, kind of frustrates me sometimes. But other than that, yeah, we like him. We like him a lot. He's good to kind of hang up. We're going to put him in our walkthrough this year. All right, next up, we have our 2 Rockin' Horse dolls. So we have the one down here at the bottom. You can go ahead and turn her on if you want. The one down here, the cheaper one, we actually found at Walmart 2 or 3 years ago. This one here is actually available at Big Lots, the bigger one. Let's go ahead and check out the Walmart one real quick. Very creepy, very eerie. Scary to kind of have around. Her arm is disconnected from her shirt, but she'll be okay.
Yeah, it looks a lot more creepier.
Yeah.
And I like how loud she is.
Yeah. She kind of messes us up when she's in the house. All right, let's go ahead and test out the bigger one over here from Big Lots and Home Depot. Very creepy. We're gonna set these guys up through our walkthrough, just kind of like
put them
small area, the graveyard.
Put them in the graveyard. Every single tiny doll.
Try to set them on if they can kind of constantly go. We're gonna try to set them up like that. That way when you're walking through the graveyard, you'll see some creepiness. All right, and who else do we have next, Mikey?
The bicycling doll.
Okay, go ahead and drop her on. And I'm actually going to hold her if you want to go ahead and get her on, get her going.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you seem so scared? All I wanted to do was play with you.
So some of that same audio that is really overused, we hear it quite a bit, is used on this. As we get more into Halloween, we're starting to find it a little frustrating hearing those same kind of creepy sayings over and over again. But we still like her. She'll still be creepy sitting out in the graveyard.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Let's go with the next one, Mikey. All right, next we have this antique doll with a teddy bear. We just picked her up for 2022 at Big Lots. We had a video come out where we, it was basically a short where we had about 5 of these things going on at once, and it was extra creepy. But yeah, go ahead and test her out, Mikey.
Do you want to play with me? Do you want to play with my teddy bear?
She is just ruining that poor little teddy bear's day.
I pulled your little head off. I don't know if I can put it back on.
Yeah, so she is going to definitely look great in the graveyard. You can go ahead and bring up the next one, Mikey.
Okay.
But yeah, she's awesome. We love that like effect where she's just yanking this little teddy bear's head off. Definitely something creepy to see inside of your graveyard. You can go ahead and set that down, Mikey. Let's give it a try. I think you have to turn it on. So this right here we picked up at Walmart. And we picked it up in Walmart in, I think last year in 2021.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and try them out. They used to have these little hands on the side that actually come with it. The hands just didn't really fit. They were really small. It didn't make any sense. We really liked the idea.
Yeah, just random hands. Like,
Yeah,
they
tiny.
don't even go into another reach.
Exactly. It doesn't go to anything, so it didn't really make any sense. So we removed the hands. We actually will put her inside of the candy bowl, witch's bowl, and it makes it look like she's the witch. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But a little bit of a cool prop, especially in the dark. All right, next up, we have Roaming Red Rosie, her haunted evil doll. We picked her up. Again, Mikey was really young. He really wanted Roaming Red Rosie, and you know, got a little bit late, a couple of years later, and I think it was maybe the year after they made her. And we wanted to get him something that represented her. So we found the haunted doll at Spirit. So if we want to go ahead and try her out, Mikey. And that was Roaming Red Rosie. All right, go ahead and bring our next spirit prop up here, Mikey. All right, next up, we have Antique Clown. He was Antique Roaming Clown with Spirit Halloween. Very odd, but we actually found this guy at Walmart. It was very strange to find the Antique Roaming Clown at a Walmart. There's only one specific Walmart. It's kind of like in a rich neighborhood for whatever reason had him. Once I saw him, I had to get him for Mikey because he loves the roamers. So I'm going to go ahead and test him out now.
Where did all the children run off to? We were going to have such fun together.
Yeah, so he's just like Spirit. Has all the same sayings. Some of his colors seem to be a little bit off in comparison to the roamer. But yeah, picked him up, got a pretty good deal. I think maybe only 20 bucks instead of like 30 bucks at a Spirit. All right, Mikey, and who else do we have?
Now we have the Mini Hugs the Clown doll.
Hugs the Clown. So another prop that we really liked. We really liked him when he was just an animatronic, and then we never bought him because we weren't really buying large animatronics at the time. We decided to go ahead once I saw he was out. I had to get him for Mikey. So this is our third that we bought from Spirit that represented some sort of other prop.
Step right up, kid. You'll do nice. Very tasty. Help me.
Very creepy with his little free hug sign, included. Yeah, so definitely liked him. We just released a couple of videos where we were in the store and we saw Uncle Charlie. We saw Uncle Charlie, and we saw, who's the other one we saw? Pumpkin Nester, yeah. So they have those in stock nowadays. So it's really cool that we can get those. We're going to be working our way over to Chucky and Tiffany in a second. Who do you have next, Mikey?
We're gonna have our Pennywise next.
All right, so this Pennywise came, I'm gonna have to hold him. He's supposed to actually walk for you. Unfortunately, his legs, pretty much everything we bought at Walgreens, you know, really over usage just kind of broke. So this right here is our Pennywise. He's supposed to kind of sidestep back and forth. He would fall over every once in a while, but he could walk pretty good. Now his legs don't work. You'll actually hear his motor grinding a little bit where some of his features don't work. But otherwise, he looks pretty cool, and he actually has some really cool sayings. Mikey, if you go ahead and push that, and we'll go ahead and test him out. Yeah, it's cool. You know, these little licensed guys that say lines from the movies are always really awesome. All right, so that was Pennywise, the side stepper from Walgreens, maybe 2016 or so. Oh no, it had to be 2017 or 2018 because the movie came out in 2018. All right, let's test the next one out, Mikey.
So the next one is the haunted doorbell.
All right, this is a really simple prop. I believe. Where did we get this at?
Walmart.
This came from Walmart? Okay. So we saw a really cool one the other day at Home Depot. It was pretty awesome. You know, the eye looks a lot different. This one actually has an eye inside. So let's go ahead and test this one out. Yeah, the new ones nowadays have like a digital eye inside. It's more made up of lights and then an actual eye that kind of rocks back and forth. But overall, really kind of cheap prop, but actually pretty cool. Kind of does its job. All right, let's go ahead and go with the next one, Mikey.
Okay, the next one is the rapping mummy.
All right, this right here is a very lame prop right here. So many things I could say good and bad about it. This is when Mikey was really young and he loved these little tabletops. And I went in after Halloween. It was something I never saw in the store, but I found it in the clearance section for like $3. What's really frustrating about him, you know, not only is he kind of lame as far as like what he does, but you can't change his batteries anywhere. He's literally sewn up in the back, and there's nowhere for you to open them. So right now, you know, I think we got this maybe 2017, 2018. He is struggling, so you'll be able to hear that. His voice is a little slow, but we'll go ahead and demo him for you so you can kind of see what he's like. Yeah, he is just jamming out. Got his little bling on. This is like one of his longer sayings here. But yeah, in a couple of years, we'll either have to cut him open and try to get some batteries in there. Otherwise, he'll just be a kind of stand-up prop. Maybe something will kind of try to add some blood to him or something. Maybe creep him out a little bit more. All right, Mikey, if you want to go ahead and bring up the next one.
Okay, the next one is another one from Walgreens, I think.
Yeah, from Walgreens.
And it's also broken.
Yep. So this is what I was talking about. So we got him about 2017, 2018. He's supposed to bob up and down. Really doesn't work that well. If we want to go ahead and demo him, we'll kind of get his sound going.
Yeah, his foot is broken.
Yeah. So he's just kind of
disconnected.
Yeah, that's just what happens, unfortunately. Like I said, those Walgreens ones were pretty cheap. You gonna push it, or are we gonna wait? Yeah, I really hate that they just constantly, at Walgreens, they always use these ones with songs. I find it really frustrating. It's always the same song over and over again. Doesn't really do much else. I really wish that they would continue to add more audio and try to make them a little bit more unique, but kind of going side to side. You can grab the next one, Mikey. But kind of going to Walgreens and getting these, and they kind of just do the same thing over and over again. Yeah, it gets a little boring. So yeah, I'm not really too upset that he's broken. All right, so this guy right here, we got him at Goodwill. Somebody had told me in a video that they had got him for maybe a couple of years ago. I asked where he came from, and they were not able to remember where they got it from. He's pretty decent. I don't know if he's like a Plants vs. Zombies character or what his deal is, but he's pretty cool. If you want to go ahead and push him, Mikey, We'll probably have to keep moving him back so he doesn't fall off the table. All right, let's go ahead and try him out. So what he does is he actually walks and he talks. And as he goes, his body parts fall off as he's going looking to feast on some brains. So pretty cool little guy. Like I said, I think we got him at Goodwill for probably like $4 or $5. Definitely one of those cool finds and unique. Not the scariest thing in the world, doesn't necessarily fit into a cool Halloween theme. I will admit it's kind of frustrating having to put them back together every 2 or 3 minutes. But definitely, overall, a cool concept. I maybe wish there was a little bit more to it. And he will finish up here once he loses his head. And it just goes tumbling off the table in a second here. And there he goes. And we'll leave his little head right there. All right, who do we have next, Mikey?
Now we have this tapper guy right here.
All right, so this tapper, do we have any idea where this thing came from? I know we got it at Goodwill.
Oh,
it's another
yeah.
Goodwill find.
Oh, I know. I saw a video. It came from Big Lots.
Okay, so Big Lots. So this does look like a Big Lots prop.
Yeah.
So yeah, we actually saw this in our 2021 when we were going and visiting Halloween houses. We actually saw this little guy. You can go ahead and click him.
You should have buried me deeper.
Yeah, they actually had some really cool ones of these at Home Depot, I believe. They were really awesome. I really liked it. It looked like somebody was in there. This definitely looks like a Big Lots quality right here. But again, we found it at Goodwill. You know, one of those Goodwill finds.
I'd be careful if I were you.
Definitely a cool little prop. So before we move on to Granny over there, I'll just kind of talk about these. I actually found this kind of skeleton man here. He's kind of chained up, and he uses some really, really old, overused audio. I've gotten so sick of hearing this audio when I go to Lowe's and Home Depot when I hear these props with it. He unfortunately no longer works at all. Some of his wiring just came out. One day I may go back in there and try to fix his wiring. To be honest with you, with these little tabletops, I'm kind of over them. I feel like he looks just fine as a static prop at this point. Back here we have a green hand, like a green zombie hand. He actually came from Five Below, 2018 or so, for $5. The music's kind of like some horns or something like that. Not really the most scary thing in the world. But kind of cool for Mikey when he was like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah, I remember that there was like 2 versions, and we decided to get that one.
Yeah, I don't remember what the other one was.
Yeah, I think it was like a mummy hand.
Yeah, I could probably see that.
Yeah, I remember it being white.
All right, now let's get on Evil Granny over here. You can go ahead and pull her over all the way up front so we can get her right on the screen. All right, so we have Evil Granny. You can go ahead and let her go while I talk. So we found her at... We found her at Goodwill. She was another Goodwill find, like $5 or $10. She is actually available right now, 2022, at Big Lots. So it's kind of weird that we got this. I believe it was released originally in 2019. A lot of supply issues occurred, not 2019, but 2020. So she's probably a 2020 Big Lots prop. It was released again because, for 2021 with all the issues last year. And now I think they just have maybe so many left over. But yeah, so we basically got one that was probably sold in 2020, and it can still be purchased today for Big Lots Halloween for 2022.
Go away! Leave this old lady to be! I'll get your kind of trouble!
All right, now to our final 2. I'm sure I've been kind of teasing them the entire video. You've probably seen some of our other videos when we actually purchased them. So we have Tiffany and we have Chucky, both from the Bride of Chucky movie. And we're going to test out both of them. All right, Mike, if you want to go ahead and turn on Tiffany, we'll kind of check her out a couple of times. She's going to be on censor, so she's probably going to keep talking while I'm talking.
Do this the easy way or the hard way? It's really up to you.
All right, yeah, so overall, Tiffany is a really decent prop. She can stand up, she can sit down, and she opens her mouth, turns her head. Hard to record because she just keeps her head goes back and forth. I wish she did a little bit more than what she does. Same thing with Chucky. But overall, I mean, as far as like compared to the movie, if you've ever seen Bride of Chucky, if you like the Chucky series in general, she's actually really cool. Compared to Chucky, she is a lot shorter, which I thought that was kind of weird. But overall, yeah, we love the two of them. All right, let's go ahead and try out Chucky now. All right, and finally, we have our Chucky tabletop. Very cool prop. The one negative is when we bought him, his mouth stopped working after about 5 or 6 days. Not really sure what exactly happened. Unfortunately, I threw away the receipt. So yeah, so we kind of stuck with him. Other than that, he looks really great. If you watch the movie, he actually fits right in with you know, how his scarring and how his stitches are on his face. So overall, pretty cool prop. Mikey carried this thing around for about a week out to eat at restaurants and into stores. Really cool to be able to kind of carry an animatronic around with you. So let's go ahead and test out Chucky real quick.
You got your wish. You're mine now, doll. Now sit back and learn from the master.
But yeah, so that is our collection. So I hope you enjoyed everything you've seen. If you have, let us know down in the comments. Let us know if you have any of the things or if you've seen any of the unique things that you may have seen in our video today. Is there anything that you want? Let us know how you feel about the stuff that we have. Is there anything that you'd like to add to your collection? And then finally, just to kind of finish off, thank you so much for subscribing. It's great to reach 3,000. We never plan to really have a YouTube channel or really to do anything with it. So it's awesome to see it kind of take off in 2020 and hit 1,000 subscribers. Just 2 or 3 weeks ago, we just hit 2,000 subscribers, and now here we are approaching 3,000 subscribers. So again, you know, just one last chance. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Definitely check out our YouTube shorts. That's where we get a lot of attention from. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.
Don't forget to subscribe.